So it's the end of another busy week and I've got lots to update you on. John and his team have been working on the bunkers. They've made great progress. So I'm out on the first, I'll show you that one in a second. But they're here for another 2 weeks now. So we're trying to get as much done as possible. Obviously next week we've got Bank Holiday Monday. So they won't be working on the bunkers, but they'll be working on some of the spoil areas off the playing area. So again, just helping us to tidy up. And they won't be here on Thursday, which obviously we've got the Fairway Wedge for the county competition. So hopefully you've all taken the opportunity to utilise those courtesies that we've got at other clubs around the county. Next week also, just while we're on that, is Vice Captain's Cup. So that's open to all members. There's no charge, there's no points for the members that are on points memberships. There's no charge on the points. And obviously it's open to 5-day members. The only cost for that is the £8 entry, which includes your food. Spinning you round onto the first. This bunker has now been turfed in, it's been cut in. Obviously we're having to water it. I know the big question at the moment is when are we going to get sand in? Unfortunately, where we're having to flood the turf just to keep it alive at the moment, it just doesn't make sense to put any sand in. We have the sand, it's ready to go. But as soon as we start getting sort of some lighter rain showers, rather than us having to hose it down and have the sprinkler system on, we can start getting sand in and start getting these bunkers back in play. So yes, like I say, this one on first is all turfed and pretty much done now. So the tidy up's done. And I'll take you up to the Greenside and out onto the second to show you what they've been doing. So we are currently waiting on a delivery of AstroTurf, which is due into us middle of next week. So rather than sort of stopping progress, we have been, or John and his team have been out reshaping and digging the bunkers out. So as you can see, this is the left-hand side of the first green. This has been reshaped, dug out. You can see the drain lines and the gravel at the bottom. And this obviously connects into our drainage network. John and his team have also done the right-hand one, if I run over here quickly. So like I say, we've got enough turf, or AstroTurf, coming middle of next week to cover these 2 bunkers. The 2 bunkers I'm about to show you on the second, sorry. And we're planning to try and get the 2 bunkers on the 10th done. As well, so that'll be all done in the next couple of weeks. They should all be finished, turfed in and ready to go. So this should give you a little idea of what the bunker on the right looks like. So this one's a little bit smaller, it's a lot deeper. So the playing area at the bottom will be a lot smaller, but it's more of a greenside bunker, and I can't wait to get some turf in. And like you all, we all want to get some sand in and get these back in play. So John and his team have been working on the 2 fairway bunkers on the second. So we've got, this is the right hand bunker. And we've made the decision to grass this in, so this will be turfed. It's been filled in, taking the sand out. One of the main reasons for this is that it's not really in play, and it's kind of blocked out by the trees. To be honest, you can't even see it off most of the tee boxes. So that one's coming out, but then on the flip side, we've made this one bigger. So we've dragged this one out, it goes a little bit further right, so it's a bit further across. Obviously, it's not quite as deep, but we've still got the face. And then we've brought it out on this side to kind of, it narrows that fairway down, but obviously it's a lot shallower. So if you do run into this corner of the bunker, you have a much fairer shot. And again, so this is going to be GUR for the weekend. It'll be roped off as such, and we've got AstroTurf going in this by the end of this next week. This should all be AstroTurfed, and then we can start turfing around the edges and growing that in so we can get some sand in. I will take you over to the Greenside one because Johnny's on that one now. So this gives you quite a good look, the Greenside bunker. So at the moment, John's just digging it out, obviously taking out all the material that was in the bottom. I would like this to be as deep as we can possibly get it. So it is a proper Greenside bunker. Obviously, we are led by the depth of the drain. There's no point having it deeper than the outfall of the drain because obviously it then won't drain. But this drain does run. It was just blocked. Obviously this bunker used to flood out a lot. It was just blocked, so it runs out and across and into the ditch over there. So the guys have cleared that out now, which is great. And we're just going to reshape. You can see the flags that run round. We're going to make this one a lot bigger as well, and to make it more of a greenside bunker again. I would like this to be as deep as we can possibly get it. And just as a reminder, as I said earlier, once John's done this one and obviously AstroTurfing them, John's here for another couple of weeks, and the aim is we want to get all of these done, and we'd like to get the 2 on the 10th done, finished as well before John leaves site. Unfortunately, he's got to go to other golf clubs, but he will be back later on in the year to finish the rest of the bunkers, the next phase of Project Bunker. out on 18, Steve and Perry have been working on the irrigation. So you would have seen the trench that runs along that right hand side of the green, and all the way along there they've now put irrigation heads, sprinkler heads, and up to here. So we're going to start, this is the start of the Fairway Irrigation project. So we've got a junction over there where the digger is, just behind the digger and the pile of earth, which will then run out, and it runs to where this pin is, and then from this pin it will split. So where the white flag is just behind, and then where this white flag is, there'll be 2 sprinkler heads, 1 on each, and that will cover this part of the fairway. And if you can see just a little bit further down, there's 2 more, and then as it starts to go up. So this has all been mapped out. We've had our irrigation specialist in, calculating it all, mapping it all out for us, but we have started project Fairway Irrigation. So this will be next week. They'll probably start now, obviously Tuesday with the bank holiday. We'll start backfilling and tidying, but the actual run across to here will start next week. It will be turf stripped. So obviously we'll take the surface off, then dig the trench, put the pipe in, put the irrigation heads in, and then we'll put the turf back. And then pretty much straight away, those heads are live and operational. So we can water to make sure that it's prepared pretty quick. Just while I'm out here as well, obviously, we've been doing the workout on the left-hand side of the 18th green. That whole area now has been seeded. So it will be seeded, it will be irrigated because we've got the sprinkler system in there. And hopefully we'll start to see some grass growth soon. And then we'll have to overseed it probably twice more just to make sure there's good coverage, and dress it out. Because obviously we want to get it down to apron length. I'd like that to be a nice fairway or apron runoff. Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy your bank holiday, and hope you shoot some good scores.